In the previous video, you were introduced to the basics of Greek nouns. Recall that Greek nouns are classified according to one of three declensions. In this video, you will be introduced to first declension Greek nouns. The first declension is primarily but not exclusively composed of feminine nouns. Greek nouns have grammatical gender, masculine, feminine, and neuter. This only loosely corresponds to biological gender. A feminine noun does not necessarily mean that the entity the noun is in reference to is female. The same goes for masculine and neuter nouns. You will recall also that Greek nouns are inflected with a specific ending, relative to whether the noun is a subject, source, indirect object, or direct object, in a given phrase, statement, or question. These endings are designated case forms. The primary singular case forms in the first declension are a, ace, a, and ain. A good way to remember these forms is to repeat saying them, a, ace, a, ain. This will help you to recognize each case as you begin reading Greek. Let's try it a couple of more times. A, ace, a, ain. A, ace, a, ain. With the singular forms covered, we will now examine the plural forms. I, aon, aci, as. Let's repeat them again. I, aon, aci, as. And once more. I, aon, aci, as. Now, let's recite all of the forms in sequence, beginning with the singular and finishing with the plural. A, ace, a, ain, I, aon, aci, as. Again. A, ace, a, ain, I, aon, aci, as. One more time. A, ace, a, ain, I, aon, aci, as. Very good. At this point, let me encourage you to look for the patterns. As we study more Greek, you will notice more patterns that will help you quickly identify word forms. For now, let me draw your attention to the iota subscript, present in both of the dative forms. This iota is not pronounced, but it is key to identifying the dative case. The presence of an iota in the word ending is signature of the dative case, in particular the iota subscript. There are instances where an iota will appear in another case, but this is not consistent. Across all three declensions, the dative case retains the presence of an iota. There are alternate case forms in the first declension as well, but more on those later. Now that we've introduced the 8 basic forms, let's apply them to a word. An example of a first declension noun is boule, the Greek word for plan. The application of the case forms to a given word is called declining. We will now decline boule in the singular. Nominative or subject, boule. Genitive or source, bouleis. Dative or indirect object, boule. Accusative or direct object, boulein. The translational values of each of these would be nominative, the plan verbs, genitive, of or from the plan, dative, to, for, in, at, by, or with the plan, and accusative, verb the plan. Now, let's decline the plural forms. Nominative, boulai. Genitive, boulaon. Dative, boulesi. Accusative, boulas. Likewise, the translational values of each of these would be nominative, the plan's verb, genitive, of or from the plans, dative, to, for, in, at, by, or with the plans, and accusative, verb the plans. We will begin applying these endings in basic sentences in the next lecture. Let's conclude this lesson with a recitation of all the case endings of boule. Boule, bouleis, boule, boulein, boulai, boulaon, boulesi, boulas. One final time. Boule, bouleis, boule, boulein, boulai, boulaon, boulesi, boulas. In the next lecture, we will cover the alternate case forms of the first declension, the inflection of the article, and begin reading basic sentences.